This is Chris Jenkins with CharlotteVibe.com, and new Carolina Panthers owner David Tepper just finished up his first press conference. I'm going to tell you guys, in no particular order, some takeaways that I had from this press conference, and invite you to leave your comments down below. Maybe we'll do another video in the future where we go into more depth, but I wanted to quickly get this video out to you guys. I do want to say, unfortunately, I did not get to ask a question, man. I really wanted to, but as you may imagine, if you saw the pictures, if you haven't, check them out online. Hundreds of media there. They didn't have the conference in the normal place, which I'm gonna ballpark guess could hold about 40 people. Instead, they had it in one of the open concourse food session areas. So without further ado, I'm gonna go through this list of some things that David Tepper talked about. One of those was the practice field and other facilities here at Carolina Panthers Bank of America Stadium. He feels like there needs to be some improvements to those just in order to keep up with the Joneses, so to say, to keep up with the standards of the NFL, and can't say exactly what those are. He said several times today he's only been the owner for 24 hours, so he's still getting a lot of things digested. So other thing that he talked about was that matches along with those upgrades of the practice facilities and things for the players. He feels like there needs to be some things done on the fan side as well. Didn't get a chance to ask a question, as I mentioned, but he mentioned that gambling, the new laws that makes that legal, will affect attendance at the game. Not sure where that was coming from, but he says because of that feeling that he has, he knows that he needs to do some things to not only get the fans here, but keep them here, keep them entertained. You know, he may be thinking along the lines of things that they did out in San Francisco. Just really, you see stadiums doing a lot more to not only get you to the game, but keep you very engaged while you're at the game instead of having you go home and watch it from there. Let's keep on moving. High school football games. So he mentioned his community involvement and things that he wants to do and generating revenue, just really helping everybody, helping the city grow. He feels like the stadium should also have some bigger events, some more concerts, doesn't want to tear up the field, but also one that stood out to me was high school football games being held here. So I think that would be pretty cool. Of course, there's been some things that led to his ownership, which was Jerry Richardson's investigation into his misconduct. And he was asked about those things, about going forward, about continuing to investigate those people that may have aided Jerry Richardson in having the behavior that he had. And he emphasized that going forward, there's nobody safe. He can't say what all is going on, but he wants us to be a big family atmosphere. He has that mantra with his other businesses and wants that here. So there's not going to be any hurdles that stop him from enforcing and making sure that environment is something that happens here. Finishing up is and he did give kudos. It says people want to talk about the negative things, and he feels like media should talk about more of the positive things. And he felt like there's people trying to extract what's wrong here, Dave. And he said you got to give kudos to this organization. There's a lot of good people in place. Spoke highly of Coach Ron Rivera, spoke highly of the success that the team has had. Said he doesn't feel like there's a need to be making a lot of changes, but certainly feels like he's going to put his mark on it, have some changes take place. And the last question, again, we were only limited to 30 minutes worth of time with Tepper, so you can imagine a lot of outlets didn't get to ask the questions, but he was asked about the statue that stays outside of the stadium with Jerry Richardson. He said that he is contractually obligated to keep that statue there. I can't say that he seemed too happy to say it, but that is currently where that stands with that. So want to hear your comments, leave them below. Thank you guys for watching. It's Chris Jenkins at Bank of America Stadium.